Welcome to the Reddit Chronicles. Today we will be reading from Am I the A? Our first post is from Throwaway. Am I the A for not using my husband's hilarious gift? Husband, 29M, and I, 26F, have been married for 4 years. I had a great job in sales before COVID, but we found during the pandemic that things just worked better with husband at work and me at home. He earns enough to support us both. I never thought I'd end up being a traditional wife, but given that he's the breadwinner, I sometimes feel as though I should pick up a lot of the slack at home. I'm not a great cook, but I'm sociable and enjoy being the hostess. When husband has friends over to watch soccer, I prep a huge tray of snacks, keep the beers on ice, and pop in with drink and food top-ups during the game. I don't stay to watch, but I do ask the guys how they're doing, etc., just polite chit-chat. They all seemed into it, and often comment that husband has done well to have such a great wife. It's a nice setup. Last week, my husband came home with a beautifully gift-wrapped box and said he'd got me a little something to wear when his friends are next over. I do my best to dress nicely when they're round, so I figured it would be a pretty dress or something. He had this huge grin on his face, so I was so excited. I opened the box to find a red latex mini dress and a ball gag. The gag was designed to look like a soccer ball, and the dress is in his team's color. I didn't know what to say at first. I was so confused. He's never been into anything like that. He's very vanilla. I asked if it was a joke, and at first he said no, and told me his friends wouldn't believe how lucky he was if I walked in with the snacks like that. I can't remember what I said next, but then he told me it would be hilarious if I wore it, and I should lighten up. I gave it a nervous laugh and told him I thought it was funny too. This morning, he'd put both items on my dresser and said he's looking forward to seeing me in them when the guys are round tomorrow. I reminded him that he said it was a joke. He got a bit sulky and said he can't believe I don't have a sense of humor. But from what he's saying, it sounds like he's expecting me to wear it. I'm so confused because 1. I don't know if he's done this as a joke because his friends think I talk too much, or 2, if he'd get off on me being humiliated. He says I'm being uptight and called me out for being an H, but I honestly don't think I'm unreasonable. Am I the A? Music with Rocks In puts it best in the comments below. Unless his friends are the biggest collection of A's and creeps in the world, I'm pretty sure at least one of them would be super uncomfortable and confused if she wore those things to bring them snacks. At best, it looks like they are dragging his friends unconsensually into their kinks. If I were married to one of those dudes, and my husband came home and said his friend's wife had walked around in that outfit, plus ball gags serving them, I would also be pretty upset. I'm fine with him going to strip clubs, but another woman subbing in front of my husband kinda rubs me the wrong way. Again, I would feel like someone unconsensually involved my husband in their life, and that is not okay. Next up, posted by Throwaway Lightbulb. Am I the A for walking out on dinner reservations, using a throwaway account so it's not leaked to my main account? I, 24F, have been with my boyfriend Derek, 27M, for 3 years. We met through mutual friends and hit it off rather quickly. After a year of knowing each other, we started dating. Derek firmly believes that everyone deserves a second chance and to let bygones be bygones. I adore him for being a good-hearted person, but also feel pressured to forgive people like how he does. I was never close with my parents due to the fact I was an oopsie baby, and my parents decided to keep me. It was made clear I was an outsider and didn't belong. They already had their dream family, but I was just there to ruin it. My mom would comment on my weight, and my sister started doing it too. My dad would ignore me, and my brother would bully me to the point I felt scared to leave my room. They would leave me at my grandparents' house when they went on vacation and wouldn't pick me up until 2 weeks after they came back. Once I turned 18, they kicked me out, and we've been low contact ever since. My boyfriend asked about meeting my family, so I explained my childhood, which was a hard conversation to have since I wanted to forget about them. He comforted me while I cried on his shoulder, and he seemingly understood. I thought that was final until 4 months go by and he randomly asks me to go on a date with him to this fancy restaurant. I was honestly so excited, since it's been a while since we went on a date, so I quickly got dressed. We arrived to dinner place at 8 p.m. and was seated at a party-sized table. I was a little confused but brushed it off. That's until I saw my parents and siblings walk in. That's when I knew something was definitely off. They came to the table we were at and said hello to us. Turns out my boyfriend was secretly communicating to them, trying to heal the past and fix our relationship. I felt so uncomfortable that I quickly got up and walked out. My boyfriend followed along and told me to come back inside, how I should let bygones be bygones. In a fit of rage, I told him off, and how it wasn't his place to fix a relationship that isn't his to fix. I stormed off to the car and drove off. Him and my parents were blowing up my phone, calling me childish and unreasonable. I ended up turning off my phone and packing my things to stay with a friend. I told another friend of mine's about the situation, and they said I was extremely childish. Now I am thinking if I was in the right or wrong for leaving. I still haven't replied to his messages or calls. So, am I the A? Next up, posted by Pumpkin Thighs. Am I the A for not putting my shirt back on? I, 19F, have been going to the gym near consistently since February this year. I've lost 18 pounds so far, and while I still have 93 pounds before I reach my goal, I've already gained so much strength and confidence in my body. I'm 5 feet 7 inches and 255 pounds. I know I'm big, but I don't think it should really affect how I dress. I get sweaty at the gym, and the one thing worse than a sweaty bra is a shirt that sticks to you because of sweat. My gym also doesn't have air conditioning on a low enough temperature for me to avoid getting like this. For reference, my gym doesn't have a dress code. As a result, for most of my workouts, I've opted to just go in my bra and leggings or shorts. Today was chest and back, and I chose to wear my bra and shorts combo. No cleavage is showing, no underwear is peeking out above the shorts. It's what a lot of the other girls I've seen at the gym wear. I'm going through my workout, and by the time I get to the bench press, I notice some people in the corner giving me the side eye. I try to ignore them and turn up my music, but I can still see them just staring at me unhappily. I finish a set when one of the girls in the group approach me and asks me to put on a shirt. She states that it's unsanitary. I say that I wipe down all the equipment before and after use. She says it doesn't matter and that I needed to be more polite to other gym members. At this point, I already knew she was most likely talking about not wanting to see my rolls. I get it, no one wants to see the fat person jiggle. I sit up and tell her that I'm wearing almost the exact same thing as her friend in the corner. Her friend was also in a bra and shorts, and to tell me why she actually wanted me to put on shirt. She got frustrated and said, "Forget it," before storming off. I got back to my workout and just finished it. I'm typing this in my car as I wonder if I could have handled it better or just complied and put my shirt on. I'll be honest, I have scars from picking at my skin, stretch marks, and a very jiggly body. I know my body isn't the most flattering, but I don't believe it gives you the right to demand a person to cover up. Am I the A? Update 1. Thank you for all the kind comments. I wish I could personally thank everyone, but I can't do that in a reasonable amount of time. This is almost exactly what I was wearing. Take a peek at those biceps. I've been through a lot of negativity regarding my weight and body growing up, as I've always been the fat kid. I'm just glad I took the chance to better my mental and physical health. Update 2. Some people pointed out that I never specified it was a sports bra and not a regular bra. 'Twas a sports bra. Thank you for listening to the Reddit Chronicles. Follow for more content.